President Biden, who was notably absent from the first 11 months of this. There were calls for him to come early on, and he never came. Occasionally his press secretary would be asked about it. She would say some word salad, eventually saying, yeah, he's going to get there at some point, blah, blah, blah. They've officially announced that he's going to be here at some point in February. What is your initial reaction to Biden saying he's going to come visit in February at this point?
There's a lot that needs done. We need health care. He needs to sign for that. Mm-hmm. We need help with relocation. Mm-hmm. This is why I want to speak to him. Mm-hmm. I asked on that porch, standing on those steps, February 16th, when Michael Regan was coming to my home, I said, we need President Biden and we need FEMA housing. Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I mean, it's been 50 weeks. Yeah.
A year of people being stuck, my friends and my loved ones being exposed.
Right.
There is no way to make that right, but you need to stop it from happening.
Right.
It is time that people listen. It is time that if you want to stay, if you're not having health problems and you want to stay, as long as you know the risk, mm-hmm. that's your decision. Mm-hmm. But for those that are trapped here because of financial, they need out. Mm-hmm. I don't care if it's Norfolk Southern or our government. Somebody needs to take the initiative to help people get out.
We've reached out. We've done all this. And it's kind of like you prepare a dinner and you invite someone over. They're like, okay, I'm coming. Nope, we're not coming. And then you do it again. Okay, we're coming. Then we're not. So, I mean, I think we've heard it 4 or 5 times from him. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I don't care who you are, as long as you're going to help someone. I mean, we're all people. It shouldn't matter what we vote for, what we look like. Mm-hmm. No one should be in this situation ever. Mm-hmm. And it is mind-blowing that I'm now in this situation when I had a normal life before. Never thought any of this could happen to me. Mm-hmm. But he has made so many promises that he's going to come and not come. Mm-hmm. And then he's on a beach. Then he's eating ice cream. Then he's doing whatever else. So, I mean, if any one of us would do that, we would have so much shit for it. But it's okay. Right. Like, hey, I'm going to come now. I'm going to save the day. Mm-hmm. We don't know why he's coming. We don't know anything.
Right.
I mean, we're following a circle where it allows the person that caused this damage to clean up all of this.
Right.
And most people don't know what a circle is. So Norfolk Southern is in charge. EPA watches over them. And whatever the EPA uses money-wise, Norfolk has to pay back the EPA, vice versa. Mm-hmm. But there's really nothing in there about us.
Mm-hmm. Now. Mm-hmm. We know why he's coming, because there's an upcoming election. Mm-hmm. And in last election, 75% of Columbiana County voted for Donald Trump. Mm-hmm. We know why you're coming. Mm-hmm. But I don't think he's going to have a very warm welcome here in EP. Mm-hmm. I mean, if I could do anything, I'd go down there to turn my back to him, just like he turned his back on this entire town. Mm-hmm. You know, it's been a year. The damage is done. Mm-hmm. This town is forever changed, forever traumatized, mm-hmm. and it's forever ruined.
Right.
We were left out. Anyone that had issues was left out from the help that President Biden sent. He met with the FEMA director, Ghost is what I refer, because I had called, texted, emailed, emailed. He came to East Palestine and he met with the select few.
If he cared about the people of this town and what we were facing and what we still face today, he would have been here. Maybe not day one, but at an appropriate time after that. It's been a year. Why even waste your time to come? And another thing I heard today, it is a 45-minute flight from Washington to Cleveland. So you mean to tell me while you're at Camp David, while you're laying on the beach, You never had 45 minutes in your busy schedule to come here.
Right.
It's pointless. What help is he going to offer?
I think that he does need to come to see what is still going on. I also think that he doesn't need to come because you kind of missed your chance.
Right.
Like for people to be happy that you're coming. It could have benefited him a bit more in the beginning, I think, with people around here. To have come sooner. And most presidents do come sooner when a disaster happens.
Right.
He turned his back on a town that really needed his help, but he turned his back on us. He went to Hawaii, he went to other places, but, you know, a little town in East Palestine, you know.
Right. Right.
We're just a dot on the map.
It's going to be a photo op. And frankly, I'm a little bit embarrassed about what's going to happen when he comes to town. Because if he would have come when it first happened, I don't think it would have been as bad. But now, after everybody knows he was pretty much forced by politics to come and show his face, I don't think it's going to be a good scene myself.
I think the only thing positive that could possibly come out of it is if somehow that the president can meet with some of the people that are affected, and not the mayor and not the senators, where everybody's, you know, pushed in there, oh, everything's fine,
Right.
and not the business owners.
Right.
You know, he needs to hear from the people that are affected by this and
Right.
still being affected by this. That's the only way that his visit could have any kind of a positive impact
Right.
on this whole thing.
The other day I was asked this question, and I think it's too late. It's too late. I don't want him here. I feel like he completely ignored our town, just like Norfolk Southern rolling over top of us that first week after the derailment. I just feel like he has turned his back on us from the very beginning. We do need him, though, to get the part of CERCLA and the Superfund to get residents removed from the threat. Residents, families, children, their pets. There's so many health issues taking place. And I realize our town is so divided. It's broken. Our town is broken. They can continue to dump millions of dollars into trying to paint that everything is okay. They need to take care of residents' needs, their health needs, mental and physical health needs, and get them removed from the threat so they're not exposed to it daily.
Right.
Biden sent that McPherson here to
He wouldn't talk to
investigate,
right?
and he from FEMA, and he absolutely refused and stated that he would not speak with any of the citizens, any of the community members,
And
he did his evaluation based on what the EPA told him and what our city leaders told him.
Honestly, I would be surprised if he doesn't just show up and get ice cream and leave. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. He has had so many days and opportunities to visit our town and to help our community. And he chose to go on vacations and sit there and eat ice cream when we're suffering with nosebleeds and serious health issues. He's supposed to be our president, and I feel nothing for him. I feel nothing for him.
I just have a statement to make. It's an election season. That's why he's coming. We were not forgotten. Everybody says we're forgotten. Believe me, we were not forgotten. We were abandoned. He knew we were here. Nobody forgot us. They just didn't care. So, it's kind of flying under the radar. Nobody knows when he's coming into town. This is a highly Republican area and district. So it remains to be seen what kind of reception he's going to get.
Right.
My personal opinion is stay away. And I'm not looking at this politically. if you wanted to do something, you would have done it a year ago.
Right.
Now you're coming, why?
For a photo op.
I mean,
So
I
he
read,
could say he'd been here. That's the only
Well,
reason he's coming.
first I heard that the mayor wrote him a letter. I read this in an article that the mayor wrote him a letter asking him to come. Now the mayor is saying he doesn't want him to come. So which is it? You know, and personally, I think that him coming now is just, it's a photo op.
Shortly after, he went on so many vacations. You know, it wasn't as if his schedule was bombarded with him under pressure and having to remain in the White House. I remember pictures of him on the beach, and he could have come here. So, yeah, like I said, it remains to be seen.
And I mean, I don't know what they think Biden coming here to do a photo op is going to help the suffering, the continued suffering that's going on here. You know, your job as our president was to take action. We should have been protected. So to make a trip here now, it means absolutely nothing to me.